I mean, the statement is clear. It's very clear here. You're marrying somebody, you gave the person up with a divorce letter. He goes, he gets involved with somebody. He can't come back to you. He's an abomination. You thought he was wrong. He's a sinful person. Now he's going to somewhere else. He's even become something else with another person. Does he have to come? Does she have to come back? No. It rejects the person and the woman. It's just an explanation of the law here that God, Jehovah, is presenting to the people that they should do. You see, in 5, he says, when a man has taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war or be charged with any business. He shall be free at home 1 year and bring happiness to his wife whom he has taken. No man shall take the lower or the upper millstone in pledge, for he takes one's living in pledge. If a man is found kidnapping any of his brethren of the children of Israel and mistreats him or sells him, then that kidnapper shall die, and you shall put away the evil from among you. Now, if we go on here, it's basically about the laws concerning family. Now, I've pointed out a few things here, but it's to review towards some of the guidance. No, apart from what it is that either you're swearing or you're not swearing for your own good. So if you go into it, then these are some of the bondings that is being revealed here for you to know. If you go and read the laws of Deuteronomy 24, it revealed that. Now we go on to 25, the laws of social responsibility. It shows you here in verse 25, verse 4. I've ticked it, so I will also talk about it. It says, you shall not muzzle an ox while it turns out the grain. If the brothers dwell together and one, that is verse 5, and of them dies and has no son, the widow of the dead man shall not be married to a stranger outside the family. Her husband's brother shall go in to her, take her as his wife, and perform the duty of a husband's brother to her. yeah. If I'm dead, my wife, my brother is supposed to take her, go into her, have sex with her, and have a child with her. Perform the duty of what I'm no more able to do because I'm dead. That is what this text is saying here. Laws of social responsibility. Okay, now we go to 6. Let's see what 6 says. It says, and it shall be that the firstborn son which she bears will succeed to the name of his dead brother. He will succeed the name of his dead brother. That's the firstborn son. If it becomes a woman, then that should be the case. But normally it's more concentrated on the son, as if the son is assured. The son is what is going to be born. Normally girls are being born. So, but that's what it says here. Just to get the text straight, it says the son, he would then succeed the father, the dead father. Even though it's my brother who produced that seed, his seed will have to take over. My place. But even in some cultures in Africa where I know of, familiar with, it is if let's say I'm a king on the throne, it's my sister's son, with whoever man probably be with, who had to take the throne. In some places, I'm sure it's something relatable in that sense. So they keep that. It's something similar to that. The family had to keep the trend going. So that's, the woman cannot be left going. That even if my brother has got a wife, he has to take my wife because I'm dead. He had to give my wife a child. So that child will be what will take my place or succeed me. That is the rule, that his name may not be blotted out of Israel. So my name will be put on the child. I'm back. I've been recreated, just like the Quran said. I've been recreated through my son. But if the man does not want to take his brother's wife, then let his brother's wife go up to the gate to the elders and say, my husband's brother refuses to raise up a name to his brother in Israel. He will not perform the duty of my husband's brother, the duty of my husband's brother. Why wouldn't he do it? So if he doesn't do it, this is what the woman is supposed to do. Whether the woman like a brother or doesn't like it, it's a contract and a duty till you have to do it. Then the elders of his city, can this be practicable today? I don't think so. The elders of the city shall call him and speak to him. But if he stands firm and says, I do not want to take her, then his brother's wife shall come to him in the presence of the elders, remove his sandals from his foot, spit in his face, and answer and say, so shall it be done to the man who will not build up his brother's house. And his name, because the same thing, they will do the same thing to you if you also die. And his name shall be called in Israel, the house of him who had his sandal removed. You take your sandals or spit on your face. Guys, this is the practicable. I mean, I'm not being, it's hypothetical. Seriously speaking here, there's the words speaking here. Are you following these things? Sorry, excuse me. You're not following this. You are a Christian. Are you following this? You are Jewish. Are you following this? You're not following this. Well, how can you be, in the will of Jehovah of the Bible? You're not. These are simple laws. These are not even the 10 Commandments. These are simple guidance of a family marriage thing that you should do. I mean, today it's completely in the Western world that claim Christianity a lot. It is like an abomination today. Why it is abomination or which God it is abomination to now, I don't know. Because if it is the same Jehovah, the God of yesterday, which we all accept or we claim to say, and the God of today is the same God of yesterday, is the same God that is the God of today, then this is the rules of yesterday that he has already given to those at that time, and the same human beings are living today. And we claim Christianity in Britain, in most countries, West countries, and outside of West countries, Africa. Why don't we follow? If I happen to have a brother and I already have a wife, the brother died, the wife is mine, I have to go for it and give the woman a child if he hasn't got a child. My father passed away. If I have to use myself an example, his brothers, did they come to take over the wife, or maybe they would have wanted, because to their view, I think my mother was beautiful to them. They probably were interested. They have their wife, but they're interested. They were asking or taking their brothers' children, that's me and all the brothers I've got, back to a rural area, a very low life area from where we have come out of, where their brother has taken us out of after his hard sweat, after sweating so much, taking us out of there, his own lonely battle that he fought in life and gained, and he took his children out of such a place. They were taking us back to that place because that's where they are, so that they will come and live where their brother is. So like the idea of building the family of the brother was not there. They were doing whatever they feel that the culture allows. I say culture is always the issue. Ever since that time, I had my own personal vendetta that I live with in regards to my family, my father's sided family, of how they treated us, or how they put us through. Now, am I to be blamed for that? No. Culture. Culture. I have my anger. If I choose to have pursued anything violent, you can imagine what would have happened. Where did I get it from? Something provoked me. Where did it come from? The roots of it is culture. They did it because of culture. Today they are so nice to me. They will call and want to be relating and want to reach out, and I don't entertain it that much. But whatever I harbored, whatever resentment, I controlled myself. We kept on. Our mother also was very advising. Has been very, very advisive to us, and we have kept on. If you hold any anger, it will continue. And you have maybe legitimately right to do so, but it will not stay there. They also will have their children having anger